Hello, and this is your wake-up call. Right now, at this very moment, nearly 50% of patients don't take their medication as prescribed.
Hi guys! So I spent all morning making these pancakes just because, in all honesty, I found a picture on Pinterest and then it instantly made me want to make pancakes. So I made these and I feel like they look literally perfect. So for today's video, other than eating pancakes, I decided I really wanted to talk about something personal to me. I am partnering with Walgreens on their Wake Up Call campaign. So I'm gonna be talking about chronic illness. So not a lot of you guys know this, but I have chronic asthma and high blood pressure, which are two things that I've struggled with for the majority of my life. And not a lot of people know that about me. Maybe the asthma part, yeah, but not a lot of people know I have high blood pressure. I've had asthma for as long as I can remember. I think my mom said that I've had it around 1 year old, like pretty much as a baby. And so throughout my entire life, I've been in the hospital, like I'm gonna say almost every single year of my life. I've been hospitalized, or at least in the hospital in one way, shape, or form. 1 year, I do remember I was not in the hospital, and I was very, very happy that year. It was like the best year of my life. As far back as I can remember, I've just always thought that asthma was something that defined me just because I was always in the hospital. I was always the sick kid that went to the hospital all the time. I missed pretty much all of 4th grade because of my asthma. I've missed parties, I've missed birthdays, I've missed holidays, I've missed so many things and school dances, and it's just been a really hard battle with asthma. Let me just stop my story for a second, but in all honesty, if you really think about asthma like portrayed in media or whatever, they always picture the asthmatic as like the silly one who has to take a puff of medicine, or the one that's like weird and sick and just strange. And they always portray asthmatics as just the weak and fragile character. And so throughout my life, whenever I watched cartoons, like the kid with the asthma, I was always associated with that. So kids always thought I was weak and fragile, and it was so frustrating. Besides the point, that's just media, and I hate the way they portray asthmatics because it's just annoying to be thought of as that. I really want to tell you that I hated being hospitalized, and it was the worst time of my life. But I feel like my story is a little different than a lot of people. I feel like being hospitalized, as much as it's like really bad and not exactly something that you want to do, I felt like I had so many good years in the hospital. I really enjoyed my time with my mom because she was able to stay with me. I feel like when I think about it, I get so emotional because I really loved having my mom there and just being able, oh my goodness, okay. I can't imagine what my family went through seeing me in the hospital all the time as a kid, and through high school and through middle school, and I just know that it was really hard on them. But for me as a kid, I felt like I didn't really think of it as something bad. I tried to think of the positive parts about it. But the one memory that I have that's probably the hardest of them all was when I was intubated, and that was when I was in about, I think I was in 6th or 7th grade, maybe 7th grade. So I remember one day I was in my grandparents' house and I just felt my asthma coming on, and most of the time I just take my medicine because that was super important to me to know that I had a plan. So I remember that I took my medicine and it wasn't working. So I decided to take my nebulizer, which is the machine that has the mask. So I took that. All I remember is that I could not breathe and I felt scared. I could not walk, and this is me in 7th grade. I could not walk out of the car, so my mom had to carry me out to the ER, in which they put me straight on one of those bed things. I honestly don't even really remember. Right now I'm getting anxiety just thinking about it. And so I do remember them giving me an injection in my butt. That sounds so weird. It was on my butt, not in my butt. I have no idea what that was, but it put me to sleep instantly. And the next time I woke up, it was about 1 to 2 months later. And I don't remember anything at all other than the fact that when I woke up, I was craving fruit salad. But I think that was because I was watching The Wiggles right before I got sick. So I'm pretty sure that's why. I was intubated. And so what that is that they put a tube down your throat to, I'm assuming, to help you eat or breathe. I don't know exactly how it is. I've been on life support maybe 2 or 3 times in my life, but that time was probably the scariest, and I know my family was really struggling because they weren't sure if I was gonna live. And it was all because of my asthma and because I did not take my medication properly. I do remember missing my Halloween school dance, And I was so upset about that because I had a whole cute costume and I was really, really sad. So after that, I just remember going to school and everyone literally giving me a standing ovation because I lived, which was the weirdest feeling in the world. So thankfully, after that experience, I have not gone through anything that severe, but I do still have asthma, which is like really annoying. I really hate having asthma. I can't run whatsoever, which is like the worst feeling. So the whole high blood pressure thing really confuses me. It confuses doctors because I really am a healthy person and I'm not overweight. I don't have any of like the issues that most people who have high blood pressure have. Like I'm not an elder. My health is definitely something that I'm always worrying about because having asthma and having high blood pressure is not the like easiest thing to deal with because I'm always in and out of doctors and going through tests, and it's just a side of me that I don't share with my social media just because it's something that it's like, I don't want that to like define me. I don't want to be defined by my illness, and I don't want to be seen as the weak and fragile character that they portray in media because I'm not. I'm strong, and I don't want to worry you guys with my health either, so that's why I don't like share that part with you guys. But for me, I feel like I'm starting to understand that it is important to talk about it because the more we talk about it, the more we normalize it. So all the people suffering from chronic illnesses, it shouldn't be something where you picture them and they're fragile and they're weak and they can't do anything or they are not going to survive. And it's like, no, I'm a survivor and I'm going to live and I'm going to enjoy my life. And also by talking about it, people who don't understand illnesses can understand them better. And also people who have illnesses won't be ostracized like I have been because of their illness. I am definitely that girl with her asthma pump in her purse. Even my husband, Frank, has one in his bag. I have my medication stocked all the time. And thankfully, Walgreens has a new app that makes it super easy for you to refill your medication or make sure that your prescriptions are filled on time. Yeah, it's super easy to download that app, so definitely check it out, especially if you have a loved one that has illness. Even if you don't have one, check out the Walgreens app because it makes it super easy. So that is me, and I really just don't want you guys to think of me as the sick person who's always in the hospital because even though it's true, I don't like to be thought of as that. There's so many people out there with illnesses and I just want to make it something that's like normal. It's not good, but it's also something that actually happens. And so for us to like be open and honest about it and to talk about it, I feel like that's so important. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I literally have a full stack of pancakes left. I only ate a little bit. So I'm gonna finish this while binge watching Timeless on Hulu because I love that show. Thank you so much, Walgreens, for sponsoring this video. And I know a lot of you guys said you want to see longer videos and more variety. So starting this Saturday, which is my normal upload schedule, I hope that you guys are ready because we got some cool things happening. I have an apartment tour coming, a Brooklyn, New York City apartment tour. And so you guys get to see all the cute little things around my apartment. Then I have another like skincare like vlog where I'm gonna go out and buy skincare and buy makeup. So excited about that. And I'm trying to create more variety. I might do some challenges with Frank, which is so weird and fun. Also, a lot of you guys said you wanted to see my hair loose with the new hair color. So this is it. And I don't wear my hair loose too often, so it's hard. I don't even know if you can actually tell the color. I feel like it looks so much lighter in person, but this is it. There's like 5 different shades in my head right now, on my head right now, but I love it so much, guys. It's so pretty. And yeah, I love you guys so much. And also follow me on Instagram and subscribe, and yeah, and like this video if you liked it. And I'll talk to you later. Bye. Time to eat.